I'm really about to annoy Roger. You ready? Holla ballers and a brofist to you all! Roger Brown. Welcome back to Drama Time, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from Sweden.
Yes.
I'm joined by Alex.
Hello.
It's Fatboss Alex. We are here live in Sweden at the Race to World First, so drama is taking place a little early today. It is Friday, but I'm going to be on cast in a little while. So Drama Time will take place now, and Alex has kindly joined us for his first ever Drama Time.
I've never been here before.
You've never been on the show?
No.
We've always
I've been banned. I'm always asking Mike to take me on. He's just, no, not allowed.
Well, you are going to be my fellow judge.
Okay, I'm good at judging.
Yeah, we are a fellow judge here today, and we're going to have some fun. It's been a great week. Race World First is getting interesting.
Interesting as in everything's dying too quickly, yeah?
Yeah, everything's sort of falling over and dying, and Echo can't even raid yet. They will not be raiding till tomorrow, so they might wake up to being 8 out of 9, and they haven't even gone in the instance yet.
Nah, Liquid will be 9 out of 9. Echo's 0 out of 9.
Oh,
Calling it.
The cringe and the drama that will come from it is obscene. And tonight, if you're watching this live, me, Alex, Jordan, and Daisy will be sitting down to play a 4-player co-op horror game called Primal something. Lethal Company.
Oh, Lethal Company, I think
Lethal
it is, yeah.
Company. We'll play Lethal Company while we're here at the venue. It should be a ton of fun. Really excited for it. Need to get it installed later to make it happen. But that's not why you're here right now. We got some stories to share for the next 50 minutes, hour or so with you. And Alex is going to give us his opinions, which may be counter to my often harsh opinions. But if we raise our gavels high, if we need judgment, but our good lady Bex has suggested some of those. So we've got like 4 stories here.
Okay.
So you can see Bex prepares these for us. So I go in blind. I have no idea what's in any of these stories. Bex reads through them and she prepares them for us.
Okay.
And then we sort of pick based on titles of what we want. And she's highlighted some stuff that she thinks you would be great of adding some dialogue in.
Okay.
Yeah, she said here. So...
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
She's recommended that because there's 2 of us, which has been a while. I'm guessing it's this one that's highlighted here.
Okay. Right.
Is it
okay.
to Bling? Is it to Bling a bank alt, Bex? Is that the one? It's got a different name here. No, it's not.
Oh, there's a different one.
Yes, there
maybe if
is.
we
It's
scroll
on
up
page 6.
Wow, these are long-ass stories. I like it. Oh, that's...
All right,
uh-oh.
we're getting spicy to start off today. Excellent. Okay, so the first story we shall read for you and share with is a rocky marriage.
Dun, dun, dun.
A rocky marriage. So,
Okay.
you get to choose this. Our live audience, we need a guild name. So it is our live audience. If you could provide a guild name, I have no context for it of any timeline or anything. So any guild name you would like to put forward, you can do. And then we will choose from the chat, Al.
There's a couple of echoes already.
Yeah.
Concerners, that's not bad. Concerners is good, people are saying. Echo, Liquid, the family.
See, that's what we're
not
looking.
bad. That's not bad. We are all family here, after all.
Yes, that's the reference. We'll go with the family.
Yeah, I like the family. That was a good one.
Yes, we'll go with the family. Okay. If I can type in here.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh, Mike.
Annoying, right? We'll remember it.
Okay.
It'll be totally fine. It'll be totally fine. All right. So our stars of the show will be Mistress Yummy, Calendar, and the Fat Kid. Thank you all so much for the website support. You guys are awesome. My mouse is dead, by the way. Look,
It's fully dead?
it's just does not
In all
work.
fairness, it looks like it's from like the 80s.
It works here.
What the hell?
It doesn't work over here.
What?
But it works there.
This is witchcraft.
This is Grim changing my PC.
I don't think it's grim. I think it's haunted.
Yeah, like, we're completely hard trolled. All right, let's go. Hello, preacher in the audience. I've been watching Drama Time for about 9 years now, and I noticed a severe lack of Star Wars The Old Republic stories. You played it?
I played it a tiny bit because my older brother played it. I literally played it for like half an hour. I was very young when that came out.
Yeah, I jumped in for the launch. It was very exciting, and I did not like the... It was too slow in the abilities. The netcode wasn't quite there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that game came out ages ago, though, right?
2011?
Oh, I was thinking of like an earlier Star Wars game then, maybe.
You're thinking of like... Oh, yeah, this isn't SWOTOR. The Old Republic was the single player. Yes?
Pass.
No, this is SWOTOR. Yeah. So I think it's like 2011, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. We can't have this. So,
there we go.
2011, yeah.
Okay.
So here's my story of going back to 2011 when SWOTOR was brand new and I was sporting my brand new PC that you'd bought just to play it. Oh, sorry, dude.
Nice.
No, that game was fucked when it came out. That's unlucky.
Well, it wouldn't
He's
be,
still in a
it
new
wouldn't be that
PC.
fact because he has a nice PC for it.
Yeah, he has a nice... Oh, you might be thinking of Galaxies.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
My career started out fairly straightforward, guys. I made a Sith warrior and a Jedi knight, as well as every other player in the game. I was a Sith juggernaut, is what I went to tank. About a week later, half of the player base had swapped to bounty hunters, imperial agents, smugglers, and troopers because ranged was just way more fun. Classic. I was also one of those flavor of the month players, and I switched to a sniper. And by that time, I hit level 50, the cap, and was loving being able to screw Jedi in the butthole before they even got close. Man, my Star Wars fantasy was real. Oh, George Lucas.
He's already chasing his flavor of the month. Unbelievable.
Yep. Anyways, let's go to Endgame. There were two things available right at the start. War zones, PvP, and operations, raids. There was currently one raid available called the Eternity Vault. Did you do it? You had to hop from platform to platform.
I don't think I even played most of this, so this is all new to me.
And on my server, there were a few guilds scrambling to put together raid teams for that prestigious SWOTOR World First.
Oh, yeah.
But I was looking for some casual raiding.
I think I can go now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the stream will get banned.
A lot of casuals around. A lot of casuals around. Gross. Eventually, I found family. The first person I started hanging out with was the Fat Kid, a Sith sorcerer. The two of us had a ton of fun together doing dailies, killing some world bosses, chewing up Republic scum in PvP, while macroing for the Empire into our abilities.
Oh my, okay. I know this kind of people. I know exactly what these kind of people are like. This is rough, man.
Yeah, you got him. Dies of cringe. There's the duality of man: dies of cringe and king shit. We had a handful of other folks who would join us as raiders, but the two notable people for our tale today were Mistress Yummy and Kalendor. Mistress Yummy was the guild leader and Kalendor was the raid leader. The two were inseparable. The two would join us as a pair whenever we did flashpoints, dungeons, war zones, and world bosses. Fat Kid and I just kind of came to the conclusion that they must have been a couple because of how they acted with one another.
Okay.
When the guild finally had the requisite fully pre-raid geared 8 players that wanted to run the Eternity Vault, we all hopped in Ventrilo and the first thing we heard... Oh, you've been given the lady voice.
Oh, nice.
The first thing we heard was Mistress Yummy saying...
Not now, Kalendor. Can we fucking do this later? That's how she sounds.
That's what she says.
Yep.
Whoa, we thought. What the hell is going on? What did we walk in on, I thought?
We're just talking about divorce papers. Anyway, let's go. Oh, that's Kalendor. They has to have a different voice. They sound the exact same.
No, that's right. If you're in yellow, that's you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But is Discord the right place to talk about the divorce?
Yeah, especially on Vent. Yeah, Vent is way more raw than Discord. Yeah, 100%.
Let's talk about Discord over comms and get our divorce organised.
Yeah, Vent's definitely the place where you organise that.
Yeah.
All the legal paperwork.
Kalendor answered our collectively unasked question. I DM'd the Fat Kid and asked him, the fuck is going on, dude? And then I said, I thought they were a happy couple. He thought the same thing. There was an awkward silence in the room until Fat Kid went, this is kind of inappropriate, you know what I mean? But then more awkward silence.
All right, guys. Ready to start?
Oh, that is Kalendor.
That is Kalendor.
Yeah, she's highlighted. Bex.
Oh, I can just do that voice. I just got to know if it's Kalendor or not. We have to
right.
come up with a Kalendor voice.
You have to read it out.
Yeah, I'll come up for the next line. It's confusing for now.
Kalendor said, breaking the silence casually. Mistress Yummy replied with, yes, let's get started. We're a happy couple, Al.
Yeah, we are a happy couple.
We're a very happy couple, Al. As though literally nothing had happened. The rest of us were here to fucking raid.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And get that sweet, sweet gear and kill the sweet, sweet final boss and get that sweet, sweet, sweet final boss mount. It was cringe. The first run went smoothly. We killed the first 2 bosses to all of our surprise, and we were pumped up for our next raid together. The Fat Kid and I spent the week gossiping and avoiding group activities with Yummy and Kalendor, who were for some reason still hanging out together 24/7. Are they in the same house?
Well, if they're getting divorced.
Over comms, though. That indicates they're probably not geographically close, right?
Well, no, it could just be in separate... I don't know about you, but I have spoken to Loz so many times through Discord.
That makes
just because I can't be bothered to get upstairs or, go into the other room even. It's too much.
Raid day rolled around, and there was this notable lack of bants in the guild.
Uh-oh. Where is it? Where am I?
That's
you. Who died?
After a dramatic pause, I said, "Ha! The first 2 bosses. Got 'em." To which I heard some giggles and some relieved sighs for breaking the tension. We got ready to go, cleared the 3rd boss, and then spent the next couple of hours wiping on the Infernal Council fight. Everyone has to 1v1 a boss entity with personal responsibility. Ooh, that's like Serpent Shrine. Leotheris the Blind. Don't know if you ever did that one.
In Serpent Shrine Cavern?
Yeah. It was an Illidan-looking guy who spawned a friend for... You had to kill it. It was yours. No one else could see it.
I guess something more recent is Jadefire, when you get taken up and you got to look at the things.
I guess, like something like that. We had all the healers equipped DPS gear, and they were really unhappy.
Sounds about right.
We were still pretty excited about our progress, and at this point, we kind of started to gloss over the weirdness that was Yummy and Cat. We'll just ignore that.
Just screw it.
Yeah. Until... And it wouldn't be drama time without it. One particular day. It wasn't even a raid day, my friends. Just some casual dungeons I'd wound up doing with them when right there in Vent, the 2 of them started arguing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck's sake. I didn't really catch everything they were saying and focused on shooting the alien arachnids we were fighting until I heard the words, Mike.
Oh, by the end of the month. That's terrifying.
I'll be honest, I didn't have the confidence to speak up like the Fat Kid would in that moment. But those last few words kind of rubbed me the wrong way. At the end of the flashpoint, I said, see you guys at the raid then, suppose. To which Kalendor replied,
probably.
And Yummy sighed.
Oh.
Oh no, Bex has put names in now.
Oh.
Yeah, look, we've got names now.
Oh.
Bex is actively editing the sheet for us.
Okay.
Oh, she's great. Raid night.
That's spooky though, right?
Yeah,
Imagine that. It's just, I'll see you guys at raid night. Perhaps. So, whoa, okay. I don't like the sound of that at all.
Maybe.
Especially in an 8-man.
If you're divorcing someone and you're running the guild, do you kick the other one?
Not if they're good.
I will live through a divorce to keep a good player.
Yeah, no, keep the raid together, man.
Yeah, they're too good, even through divorce. Raid night came around. We wiped for 3 hours on the Infernal Council. The mood was murky by the end of the evening. A few of us were trying to keep everyone in high spirits and motivated, but oh boy, was our raid leader pissed. Unlike before, where he could patiently answer questions, guide us through the mechanics in that sultry, jazzy voice like Roger Brown, Kalendor's temper was rising through the whole night. And he only cooled off when the Fat Kid called him out. Mistress Yummy spoke for him. I swear, as soon as we kill this, I'm out of here.
Ooh.
For reference, SOA, which she was talking about, was the final boss of the raid, and was notorious for killing groups with uncoordinated healers. Yummy was our Sith sorcerer healer. Kalendor was our bounty hunter mercenary healer. Oh no.
Oh.
The married couple are both the raid healers.
Oh no.
That's cringe.
And they've got to be coordinated?
That's cringe.
That's spicy. That's like the worst case scenario.
It's a husband-wife guild where they're both the raid healers. That's fucked up.
That is a bit weird.
Cook.
Well, there we go.
The fat kid and I were talking about how we should probably start looking for a new guild.
Yeah, fair. Only now.
Oh, what you're seeing, Alex, through seasoning is called red flags.
Yeah.
A lot of our drama time entries just gloss through red flags like they're a field of poppies. Like, this is fine. So the fat kid and I started talking about how we should find a new guild. And where we'd either get passed up on the final boss mount, but where we would probably not get the mount. That's what they're holding on for.
That's fair.
Yeah. But I knew that if we joined a new guild, we wouldn't be able to get the mount, or we might have to reprogress, which is gross. You've been raiding for a week?
Yeah, but that's 7 bosses they've killed, isn't it?
Four out of 5.
Oh, well,
It's 4 bosses and they've raided 1 week.
that's a lot of reprog.
Oh, that reprog. We knew we were on borrowed time, friends. Thankfully, we killed boss 4 the following week. All right, 2 weeks. And predictably, we did not kill SOA, the last boss. Now, there's a mechanic involving the floor breaking. Remember saying the hopping platforms?
Okay.
And you have to jump down multiple levels while healers keep everyone alive from the fall damage you have to take. We had 3 healers. Yummy, Kalendor, and another sorcerer. I wish I remembered that sorcerer's name, but he was boring as fuck.
Fair enough.
And
Yeah.
so he has disappeared from my memory. But if I could, I would give him a medal. Either Yummy or Kalendor died every single fall that night.
Uh-oh.
We, of course, did not have add-ons or combat logs at that point, so we had to eyeball the problem. And our third healer, Mr. Boring,
The boring sorcerer. Yep.
came to me and Fat Kid and told us Yummy and Kalendor were refusing to heal each other.
Oh.
Have you ever had that? I mean, you've been raid leading for a really long time.
No,
I've never had
never.
people who refuse to heal each other.
No, only for memes, but not for, like, out of spite.
Yeah, not actively avoiding doing it. I never had it while I was raid leading. Like, are you fucking
That's
kidding
crazy.
me? It fell to me to try and bring peace to a divorcing couple.
I feel that this story has a happy ending.
That's
the way these go, right?
That's why it's got sent into drama time.
Yeah.
It's all going to work out
It worked
wonderfully,
out
Alex.
fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
I reached out to Yummy and Kalendor and politely asked them if they could work together just this once so we could kill the boss.
Put aside the divorce. I really want this mount.
I want this mount.
I'm like desperate for it. It's 3 weeks, guys.
I need the mount really badly. They responded, though,
Okay.
saying they weren't not healing each other. And I realized pretty quickly that we were fucked.
Yeah.
I spoke to Fat Kid later, and he offered to give them a piece of his mind, to which I said, don't. It's not worth it. Raid night came around again. We could all taste that chest of loot and the sweet mountainside, and we couldn't take a bite out of it, because we spent the whole night wiping again. We made the falls this time, but with the final phase involving a bunch of kiting and focus healing on the tank, our morale cratered. We spent the night hearing Yummy and Kalendor blame one another with the boring healer.
Just noted as healer 3. Other guy.
Saying nothing.
That poor guy.
Poor dude. The two of them didn't log on once for the entire rest of the week after the raid, and the guild was concerned that raiding had died. When finally, one day, Kalendor logged in. Shortly after, Yummy arrived. We bolstered ourselves for the drama. Nothing.
Oh.
No drama. Maybe I've got a happy ending.
See? Told you.
And in fact, we killed the final boss that very night. In fact, both of them seemed elated.
I knew we could do it.
Kalendor shouted with pure joy.
I could have shouted that.
Yeah,
I didn't read the next
Don't get
line.
Roger on your radar. We got our gear, rolled for the mount. The boring fucking healer got it.
Oh no.
Sounds like he deserved it, honestly. Sounds like he deserved it. Yeah, it says here, well deserved, actually.
Oh, okay.
And after the raid ended, I outright asked the pair, why are you happy? Just have to find out.
Yeah. I got used to the sadness.
Why are you happy? Apparently, because Calendar had moved out.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's gone. And he's also like, thank God I'm away from her. He had his own place. And the two of them were best fucking friends again now that they had some space between them.
There we go.
I was so happy for them. I'm more so happy that this probably meant that I could get my mount.
Well, it's great that you're friends again, but the mount, though. What about the mount?
No shit, I don't have to find another guild? Dope. That is dope. We did all get our mounts after all.
Nice.
The raid was decked out in the best raid gear available, second only to 16-man raid gear. And we were ready to rock when Karaga's Palace, the second raid, arrived. Karaga the Hutt was gonna get smoked. Fat Kid and I had done the research. We'd done the prep. Calendar explained the fights. Yummy brought the stim packs and buffs. Second boss, there was a cleanse mechanic that needed doing. They kept cleansing the same target at the same time. An argument ensued.
Oh no.
And literally, this killed our guild.
No, dude, it was so close. I skipped ahead and I saw there wasn't much left and I was like, oh, happy ending. How? Oh, the twists.
Yeah.
The guild fell apart.
Neither of them would agree which one was supposed to be the first dispeller or the second dispeller. And they left the raid that night.
Happy
Our guild
RWF
never
week.
raided again. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised Healer 3 wasn't able to
Healer
sort it
3
out.
couldn't sort it out because he couldn't say anything. He was too
He was
boring.
too boring.
Yeah.
Maybe he was saying something, he just can't remember.
Oh. I'll do it. I'll heal. The moral of my tale I'm sending you is there isn't one.
There's no more.
But the important thing is we got our loot and our mounts. And at the end of the day, isn't that what MMOs are all about? Now give me read my little story. It's a Healer 3, you boring cunt. Please let me know I owe you a round of drinks. Probably
enough.
tap water.
Yeah. At most.
Now,
That was good.
that's story number
like
one.
that.
Yes, that is story number one. Now, we have a
Okay.
choice of the next ones. So let me get the titles up and you can pick. So,
Oh, okay.
we have the three choices.
Okay.
I learned to strafe and to bling a bank ult. And
Oh.
a call of them. So we have a recommendation from Bex. She does do this that she
Okay.
thinks is going to be extra fun. Should we do
This, I think
Okay.
that one. Let's go for Bling.
I do kind of want.
Ult.
Let's do this really quick. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
really
right.
curious.
Yeah, this one looks funny.
Yeah, the name sounds funny because also this should not be the place you learn to do this. You should-
Only now.
Mythic Rashok taught me strafe.
Okay.
So ideally, guys, you should know how to strafe
Before this
before
point.
Mythic.
Yeah.
Ideally, right? We don't need any. I know question marks abound. As
Did you
to,
put it in the wrong box?
no?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, with. Yeah.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Chat's angry.
You know what?
Just remove the with.
Shut up.
Oh. Keeping the with.
Keep the with.
Change the title. Smart. Like it.
Sorted.
Easy.
Easy game. At least my mouse works over here. Hey, Mike and chat. I've been watching drama for many years now, and I've been waiting to submit a tale of my own, but never really had a reason to until now. This is a little short story from my long-time WoW gaming. I wouldn't count it as drama, but it might still work for you. As when I talk about this to fellow players in game, they are confused and speechless.
Oh no. I think I might need to leave.
And I can start by saying that I am indeed guilty as fuck, but try not to be too harsh, as I did learn my lesson eventually.
Interesting.
Is this guy fucking keyboard turning to run away from Rashok in the middle?
The next line disturbs me. Just because of what's coming next.
I started playing WoW in 2009 during Wrath of the Lich King. 14 years.
That's just...
14 years.
I think chat's right. Guilty. That's it.
Guilty.
How'd you get that? Well, whatever.
You think this is bad? You've no idea. You're so naive.
This is too much.
My little brother had been playing for a while, and I thought the game looked sick, so I decided to join in. He suggested that I try Druid, as he thought I would like it, and I did. At first, I thought it was pretty slow and fucking boring, but as soon as I unlocked cat form, I fell in love, and I've mained feral ever since.
This explains it. Okay, a new.
There
we go.
See?
Yeah.
It's right. They totally make sense now.
Oh, okay.
Because he's never been invited to a group.
He's never been in a raid before.
So everything has just been right in front of him the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's
Yep.
just it's the WoW community that let him down more than anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you don't need to strafe if you only do open world content.
Now, I promise you, I was not a total noob. I was never a clicker.
Okay.
Confusing me more, honestly. This is not helping. I figured out key binding from the get-go. The problem was, though, that since I had never played a game like this, I didn't know about WASD. Oh, no.
Okay.
I figured out that W made you go forward pretty fast, so I used that. But the other ones got key binded fast. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, you poor sad bastard.
So, like, ASD turned into abilities?
Yeah. The abilities I used most often were key binded to 1, 2, 3, so it came naturally to rest my fingers on the 1, 2, 3 keys instead of the WASD keys. That's so unnatural, isn't it?
So you move your middle finger down to
Go
forward.
Yeah.
I think
I don't even know what to say.
I think I nearly just had a stroke. What the one?
Like, you just don't understand what's on the other side of some of the screens, right?
I'm so confused. Okay.
This also meant that because it was so far away, the idea of using shift as a modifier never occurred to me, and when I read about it on forums, I thought people were trolling.
In all fairness, if you went wrong from the beginning, I can understand. Like, imagine you're up there, yeah? Like,
Still, you've got to have some fucking baby hands to be like, I can't hit shift, Al.
Yeah, I guess.
That's got to be some baby hands. That's like some Beck's hands, like Scary Movie 3 hands.
Take my strong hand hands.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Over time, this started to create a big problem for me. I ran out of keybinds really quickly.
Yeah?
But I had a solution, friends. Naturally, was to use as much of the keyboard as I could, so I started rebinding F1 to F8 and 0.
0, comma. What?
Oh,
Full
0,
stop?
comma, full stop, and dash.
Dash?
He's using hyphen.
What?
As a key. So he's just doing this. His hand's like floating all over the keyboard.
Maybe if you didn't use the mouse, you could, like, perch.
We
both
have
hands.
had people like that before who use the click to move or something like that to move around.
Oh, it could be maybe.
He's not two-handing it,
It
I
could
don't
be
think.
the numpad, maybe.
Oh, dear.
This is very confusing. It could also be a different country's keyboard, so maybe those
There should
different
be a
places.
fucking sphere keyboard or some shit to make that make sense. Like some ball. Okay, we got examples, Al.
All right.
For examples, on all my characters, I have my movement speed on F6. Fuck you, dude.
What, sprint? You mean
Sprint on F6.
Okay.
Or dash as a druid, I guess. Stealth and similar on 0.
Right.
My minor defensive would be on F7.
Okay.
And major, so he's got like bark skin F7 and he's got survival instincts on F8.
That's a really good panic button. Like, if I don't know about you, when I'm playing games and I know, like, oh, I've got to really easily bind this, F8, my first one to go
No
to.
fucking
Oh
way.
yeah, all the time.
What's it like in Upside Down World where Alex is a complete fucking moron?
Love F8.
I have explained this to people since and it still boggles their minds.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
with you because that is fucking
This
lunacy.
is actually painful.
And no, I don't have massive hands. I just moved my hands all over the keyboard as I played.
Ah, tap dancing. Like it.
I have another example for you.
Do you have to?
Didn't ask.
Sure.
Another example is, before they changed blood talents, you had to use regrowth to pocket. True.
Oh, yeah.
I had for the longest time regrowth bound to comma.
Okay. Which meant?
I had regrowth bound to comma which meant that the key was in my rotation up until the end of Legion early BFA. When I realized that ampersand...
Oh, the little tilde key next to one.
Yeah, next to one, yeah.
Thing there.
Was easier to... Fuck you. You didn't realize you could... You absolute piece of shit.
That was my push to talk bind.
Yeah, that. How the fuck are you not using this key?
I don't use it now for some reason. I don't even use push to talk, but for
No
whatever
way.
reason, I still don't press it.
It's anti-magic shell.
Is that what you use it for?
I use it for short defensive cooldowns and magical defense if the character has
I think
it.
it's
So
'cause
Cloak of Shadows would be in there.
I use it for push to talk for literally like 10 years. So putting anything else on there, I would expect it like to activate.
And now
my
you're a
mic
pedal
to-
boy,
yeah.
obviously. Thank you, Elgato.
Yes,
ZZ-Team Echo.
Dude, they've actually got a discount.
5%.
5%.
Site-wide.
Yeah. What stream are we on?
I realized that Tilda was easier to reach. Now I have, even to this day, cleanse on comma instead. He still uses comma.
It's so far away, man.
He still does it now.
I'd open my map all the time.
He's still using comma to this day. He has removed corruption on there.
In all fairness.
Who the fuck is using comma?
It does say Mythic Rashok, right?
Yeah, we're
Okey-dokey.
getting there. We're not there yet. Now, my friends,
Okay.
this way of key binding all made sense to me. I had plenty of times getting used to it. I feel like you learnt to walk like a crab. And then it wasn't until you're like 20, you raised in a jungle and thought it was normal to walk on all fours until you you got found by people and they were like, what the fuck are you doing? And you were like crawling around the floor.
Okay.
I played extremely casually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just questing and farming achievements and such. I didn't even touch a current raid after playing since Wrath of the Lich King until Hellfire Citadel.
Okay.
Which is when I decided I wanted to join a guild. I fell in love with raiding from the start, and in Legion, I moved from my ahead of the curve guild to a Mythic guild. And then later in you did not do Mythic Tomb like this. There's no way. I'm assuming you did not kill Sargeras.
Well, maybe not.
Kill Jaden. And then later in BFA to my current cutting edge guild. Not every tier, but we have gotten 6 cutting edge so far in Aberrus. Okay, that makes sense. When I started raiding was the first time I had ever heard someone say Wazda and something called strafing. You're killing me, man. You're fucking killing me.
This is an exercise in patience.
Yeah,
man.
it is. Sometimes drama time is really deeply upsetting.
Okay.
It is. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I checked my spell book for it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's amazing.
Fuck you.
/cast Strafe.
Do I cast it on you?
Does it?
Apparently it makes you move sideways. It seems annoying. It seems really, really annoying. I had always moved using only my mouse. And if I had to move away from something, I just jumped and span. It works.
Yeah, in all faerness, as long as you get there, I suppose.
It works. It's just that you're on one spot for a hot second there. While you 180 around. A lot of people after that tried to convince me to learn how to strafe.
Yeah.
That it would make it so much easier for me. I, of course, refused because my way works for me. Ah. The song of the clickers. It's fine.
It's fine.
It works for me. I was so used to the way I played that I could never even consider unbinding ASD for some stupid extra movement as I'd bound them to important spells, and I already had my mouse for movement.
Okay.
All this time, while this was happening, I raided Mythic with my key binding and without ever strafing, and had no major issues at all.
Fair enough. Maybe we think it's too overpowered, strafing.
Strafing is broken tech.
Yeah, don't need it.
This is mad tech.
Yeah.
That was, of course, until Rashok. I fucking hated progressing that boss on Mythic. All those fiery orbs, or beans, as our raid leader called them. Did he? Or are you just hurling that at me? That you had to dodge. It was impossible for how I had my keys set up. There was just too many of them. For the first time ever, My key bindings have become a disability. And I now needed to think about learning to strafe. I didn't know how. How do I live without the binds I'd been using for 14 years? That's a long time
That
to
is a
get out of
long
the
time.
habit.
Yeah, that is
Right?
a long
That's
long
14
time.
years of muscle memory.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Of reaching for comma to dispel yourself. 14 years of...
Woo! 14 years of reaching for comma.
That is a long time.
And still to this day, he's not got out of that habit. It's still there.
Oh, the comma can stay.
Yeah, the comma's sticking around.
That's not the problem here.
Imagine using shift 1.
No.
No.
Too far away.
Inconvenient.
How am I going to do shift F8, Mike?
What am I, an 8-fingered freak? It's not happening. Oh, no. What? Okay, let me ask the chat. Don't read it. What was his solution? He needs more keybinds. What is the solution, MMO gamers? What is the way you solve this issue? He needs more keybinds. There's only one possible play. It's the Razor Naga, baby.
Yep.
It is the Razor Naga is making its appearance. The only solution I could think of was to go and buy myself a Razor Naga and bound 2 of the keys to strafing. Oh, fuck off. That's cringe.
That's almost worse than not strafing in the first place.
Oh my god, he's
Okay.
binding the mouse keys to strafe. This is all to avoid having to not use ASD. Because he's probably got like Shred, Rake, and whatever, Ferocious Bite on there.
Like, if you didn't have to use them for movement keys, they would be very useful. Yeah. I know some
About
people...
as useful, Al, as 1, 2, 3.
I know some people that have bound abilities to S. Because they don't want to
Yeah, because they don't backpedal. But as tanks, you do want to backpedal sometimes.
I always backpedal.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the
There's a
fastest
total
way of
time and a
going
place.
nowhere.
There's a total time and place for
There is,
backpedaling.
there
There
is.
absolutely is. So I did this. And wouldn't you know it, dodging things became easier. And the boss was not that horrible anymore.
Hooray.
Now, a few months later, when I had now muscle memoried in strafing on my mouse, I had to admit, strafing was really nice. And it only took me, Preacher, 14 years and a very annoying boss to learn how to do it. P.S. I am letting you in the chat know I will never, ever unbind my F1 through F8 keys. They are BIS. You absolute animal. And I think it's really funny how I can annoy my friends and fellow raiders by... Can you please send us a video of you gaming?
Oh, like
Please.
I would.
Just your hands.
Yeah, that'd be genuinely interesting.
Please, please, please. And also, we now consider every feral druid we play with to be you.
Yeah.
And
Well, if we didn't already.
Yeah. This is written... Oh, it's signed, actually. Thank you for reading Cyber. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
There we go.
It fits. We now is.
That is really rough, yeah. That is mega rough.
Some of these are, like, so painful.
I use some of the F keys. I use F1 and 2 when
I
I'm playing.
use F1 through 4. F3 is shield wall. Yeah. I use F1 through F4. But they're right there. That's
3
so
and
easy.
4 are a little far for me.
All right,
1 and 2
we've got one more story out.
Okay, go on then.
To round us up today, and we'll do the one that Bex has recommended.
Okie dokie.
Because we're good people like that. And it was here.
Okay.
So,
to bling a bank.
We are going to blink that. So our names for today will be Hark and Gimpy. Now, if Gimpy appears in a story, I feel like Bex has selected it to be really mean.
Okay.
Typically, yes. Only because she knows Gimpy will have a good sense of humor about it. Yep, see? Poggers.
Okay.
Poggers, he's here. Okay. To bling a bank call. Here we go. To the not quite as amazing as Bex, but still majestic Mike. Guilty.
There we go.
Starts with an insult.
Accurate.
Yes, starts with an insult. Hey, Preach, Bex, and, of course, Alex.
Hey.
And the always just, objective, and righteous chat.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
The butt licking is real.
Yeah, brown nosing this hard.
You may drop your gavels, for I promise you they are not needed for this tale. Tonight, I bring you a fable of adventure, suspense, and heartbreak which has been scrubbed out. I don't know, make something up, Preach, thank you. Okay. A tale, a fable of adventure, suspense, and orgies.
Oh, that's made it more exciting.
Yes. Over the years, I've sent you 2 stories, and this would be my 3rd. And hopefully you find this, at the very least, equally as entertaining as the previous 2. I had sent The Bad Guild and The Cult's Progress in the past. This is a tale of how I went about acquiring a very special and unique staff for my bank alt during hardcore classic World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I play WoW on the Horde side, but this staff is only available in the snowy mountains of Dunmoreau. It drops from a level 9 mob with a 6% drop chance. Who the fuck is doing this for bank alts?
This guy.
Is it to look dapper?
In all fairness, it does look quite dapper.
Yeah, it used to be a tradition to get like a tuxedo for your bank alt. Yeah, that used to be a
my
thing.
bank alt had a tuxedo.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Was-
I don't even know why. I think I saw someone else do it, so it became like.
Yeah,
I have
it used
do
to be a
that.
lot of like tuxedo goblins and shit hanging around, or
yep.
gnomes. It's called. Does anyone know what this is called? I'd be really curious if you know what staff he's going for. If I can open the link, I can't. My mouse is fucked.
How is it? Is it just crashed?
Only partially.
We have a partial crash.
It is called the Frostbit Staff, is what it's called. It is the bestest, pimpest staff I was able to find on Wowhead for a level 5 character. Considering I wanted my bank alt to be a complete pimp. Hey, sugar. Why give me all those bags?
Unbelievable.
This one fits amazingly well. The problem, however, as described previously, this is only acquired on the Alliance side, and I'm a Horde boy. I don't feel comfortable going there with my main shaman due to the risk of encountering guards and the like, and it is being hardcore.
Yep.
And simply going onto the server Discord and asking someone to farm or bite for me would be fucking boring and not worthy of a story.
True.
Good man, good
Fair.
man. So I decided I'll rock over to the Alliance with the sole purpose of getting the staff, bring it to the neutral AH, and sell it myself.
Oh, how many? Did you do a lot of that?
I did.
I
and
lost
was
so many
terrified.
items.
Yeah, I was terrified every time.
Yeah,
yeah.
did that
Moving
all
shit
the
through
time.
Booty Bay was. There were people who would camp that all day, just refreshing.
I
that
kind
bit.
of like that though. It gave it like a black market auction house sort
Yeah.
of spooky vibe, which is kind of like fitting for Booty Bay.
There
You did-
was,
did Tanaris as well, right?
Yes, I never did Tanaris. I always did Booty Bay to move stuff through. Because you always had to list it at a really low price, otherwise you were fucking yourself over. So you would list something really expensive.
But
like
you never wanted to
10
list it for
silvers
less than the sell price of the vendor thing, because you had people automatically
Yeah,
scalping
yeah,
that.
the scrubbing thing.
Yep.
The worst one is in my previous MMO, Neocron. You couldn't trade your own characters at all.
Oh, okay.
So what you had to do was go and put it in a box in the open world.
Oh,
Yeah.
and just go and find it before someone else does.
Yep. So
that's
you'd have,
terrifying.
Yeah, you would have to park your alt next to the box, and the relogging time was not quick. So you'd have to dump all your stuff in just a box in the street, and then log off quickly. So occasionally you would walk through and see someone stood near a box, and you totally knew what they were doing, and you would hang out to see if that character disappeared.
And
to
then you
check
just
the
go
box.
and yoink it all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super spooks to do that kind of shit. Not a fan. Apparently, leveling as a warrior in hardcore is quite easy and straightforward at first. But then I started to notice the issues when multiple mobs were clumped together. Pussy, I did it. This was the opposite of fun.
Fair.
Coward. My resolve would not falter though, Alex.
Okay.
I have made my decision, and so I will follow through with it. After some dangerous and inexperienced questing with some too close for comfort situations, I eventually made it to the prestigious level 9
Fair enough.
and reached the destination of our required mobs. There I was greeted by a human rogue named Hark.
Ooh.
Hello.
I like that.
I offered to group up because these mobs are for a quest, and while I didn't really care for the quest myself, having someone help kill multitudes of mobs on hardcore would only speed up this very dangerous process. Caves in hardcore are no trivial matters, are they, Mike?
Did you die in a cave?
May have.
Fuck you. Sound a bit guilty.
Their fault.
Is it?
Yeah, it's their fault.
Oh dear.
It's actually their fault. They tried to force feed me Greg's, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
You're a Greg supporter, I know you are.
They do really good Tottenham cake, that's it.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a cake with pink icing.
Oh.
It's really good with custard. But that's it. Very good thing about Craig.
They have an emote to annoy me about it.
It's a good emote.
To remind me. Yeah. They have an emote to remind me. Look, Clog loves it. There he is. Much to my joy, he accepted, and we formed a small alliance of brothers.
Nice.
classic. Have you played hardcore yet?
No.
You have to play with us in February, Al. It's awesome.
Okay.
It puts such a different perspective on the game. It's amazing.
It turns it into a horror game.
Yeah. We'll be the same game, but solo self-found is fucking legit.
I'd probably be screeching when I do
Yeah.
it. If I'm near
This is a
death.
heart rate monitor that we
right.
got for classic.
Oh.
Yeah. My resting is like 65. I went to 133 in that cave.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's so stressful.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you won't believe how hardcore, how extreme the little situations feel.
And it's all because of Greg's. Unbelievable.
It is all because of Greg's.
Okay.
He made it to level 9, so he gets to the group. Caves in hardcore are no trivial matters, are they, Mike? Much to my joy, he accepted, and our alliance was in order to brave the cave. Hark told me he was almost done with the quest, and I responded with my own situation, and that I only cared for the staff, while not sharing the details as to why I coveted... You shouldn't have said a fucking thing. WoW players are the greediest cunts in the world, are you joking? His quest was shortly finished, but you see, he was a friendly soul. Rogue.
Uh-huh.
There is no such thing.
A friendly rogue.
I met a friendly rogue.
Yep.
That common sentence that we hear throughout our World of Warcraft play.
Yep.
And he said he would help me in my personal quest and stayed with me in this godforsaken cave. This is what hardcore does to you.
Okay.
We slaughtered every single trog we could lay our eyes on. And only when we'd exhausted our potential victims and were starting to head out did the staff drop.
Oh.
We were both happy, as my special little quest had now progressed. But the issue still stood. Getting out of the cave alive. It strikes me, actually, you don't know what Skull Rock is.
Is that the place in it's south of Black Rock Mountain? No. Okay, go on.
Skull Rock is the cave next to the entrance to Orgrimmar that you do the quest.
Oh yeah, I know that cave.
Do you know it is the deadliest place on the Horde side in the game?
Oh really?
Guys, will you back me up on this? The amount of people back to back, because we have an add-on that tracks everybody who dies on the server.
Okay.
Just ping,
Just dying in that
every
cave?
few minutes.
Why? What's happening in that cave?
It hyper spawns.
Oh.
And when you kill the warlocks in there, it doesn't despawn the void walkers either.
Oh, okay.
We have heat maps. Yeah, the heat map's sick. So there's a heat map that overlays onto the map add-ons. But the heat map shows the places people die all the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really sick. If you go to Skull Rock, it is blood red. It is blood red. It is. It was on the thing Blizzard announced recently, released recently about hardcore. It is the deadliest place Horde side.
That's
next
jokes.
to the Undercity elevator.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That must be so sad. Like getting level 60. I'm just going to go under city.
Oh,
real
it totally
quick.
happened. Yeah. Undercity elevator is brutal.
That's so jokes.
Absolutely brutal. Okay. My Hearthstone was on cooldown. His, I never heard if it was on CD or not. So the next step of our trial had begun. Survival. I was determined that I wanted to get him out alive, and I would protect him with my life. This character meant nothing to me, as it was simply a means to an end to get the staff. But his rogue was real. He was going to play it. He was going to progress it. He was precious.
Okay.
The trogs blocking our path were many, my friends, and they were not taking kindly to invaders. We had a few sketchy pulls that I barely managed to survive thanks to health potions we had found in chests within the cave. The trogs overwhelmed us, but with expert hamstring kiting, we pulled them back and utilized the ramp to buy time for bandages and pot cooldowns. With rapidly beating hearts in our chests, we barely escaped with our lives intact.
Dude, this is well
This
written.
is level
I
9,
like
and it
this.
is legitimately like this. It's fucking horrifying. It's horrifying. The spider cave in the Undercity starting area.
Okay.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, what? In the undead starting zone?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I died at that as a kid. That was the first place
yeah,
I
not
ever...
allowed in hardcore. It's restart, dude.
That was the
Game
first
over.
place I ever died in World of Warcraft.
I found it really nice. I found a little spot that kept nicely one by one respawning, and I stayed there for a little while. Yeah, it changes the whole game. Don't play Hunter, though.
Really? I imagine it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's fucking boring.
That's the point.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
fucking boring. I wouldn't need them either. Okay. I proceeded to give Hark as many of my items and silver as I could spare. Nice. What a good dude. I wasn't going to need them either way, I thought. Oh, you can't mail the staff, can you? You dumb bastard.
Oh.
You dumb bastard.
In all fairness, he has to pay Hark. Hark did do a good job.
He's also got to try and get to Ratchet. That's not
luck.
funny. The fucking Planestalkers, fuck that.
Oh, those birds and barons? Yeah, they're not mucking around.
Oh, they're horror shows. Absolute fucking horror shows. I wouldn't need them either way, I thought. Hark was thankful. And as brothers in arms, he told me he felt like a paid bodyguard taking on a player-made quest, which was apparently quite entertaining. Before we parted ways, never to see each other again, I felt it was only right to reveal the secrets behind the staff I saw and why it held. He's got it, right? It's in his bags. He's fine. Hark thanked me for the details of why I was there and admitted he thought it strange due to its shit DPS. Classic rogue.
Mood.
But no damage. But shrugged his shoulders and had decided to fight vigilantly at my side nonetheless, because he knew that for whatever reason, it was important. And that was reason enough for a man like Hark to help a fellow hardcore player out. If anybody tries to link you clips of hardcore that involve me near a tomb, I wouldn't watch it. You might think differently.
I don't know. What happened?
It wasn't my proudest moment, Al.
Did you...
I sacrificed some humans to get my quest done.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, screw those guys.
It was bad.
Nah.
It was,
If anything...
those poor rogues.
I think that's more than fine. I think that's a valid
I just
strat.
noticed it came up, but as I was doing it, I was like, don't look at me. It's really bad.
Don't look at me in the eyes. Look away.
I was like, I'm not proud of what I'm doing, but I'm doing it because I need to get the fuck out of here. February, we're going to be back. I made my way into Ironforge as quickly as my little dwarfy legs would carry me. Once past the majestic entrance, I prepared a message to get some help once more. For now, I needed to travel. And I could sell them the item to the opposite faction. To /2 I went.
Okay.
Friends, countrymen, alliance, hear me. Fragile businessman is looking for brave warrior to escort me to Booty Bay. I cannot pay you in gold, but I will pay you with companionship on the road ahead.
Wow.
What a guy.
That's not bad.
Oh, at least he's having fun, right? This is a mission for a level 9 staff, Al.
I like this.
Apparently, people didn't give a fuck.
Oh, really?
They didn't give a fuck about escorting a level 9 dwarf to Booty Bay for 0 gold, Keck W. It took some time, but eventually, a message arrived in the pink.
From Gimpy, who says, "You can just swim there. Lol.
Do it your fucking self. Classic Gimpy.
You swim."
Now, this made a lot of sense to me, but I was still under the impression that it would be dangerous, and so I didn't like the thought of losing the staff I had now spent so much time on. So I deemed it a good idea to keep my roleplay guys equipped and talk to him as a businessman in need of a sellsword. You read that line.
Gimpy was adamant about me being a pussy who didn't dare to swim the waters of Westfall or Stranglethorn Vale.
I, however, was equally as adamant that I would, with 100% certainty, perish if I were to take on this delivery quest all alone. Gimpy eventually caved. Oh, he convinced him.
There we go.
Gimpy eventually caved and agreed to escort me from the start of Westfall, through the entire zone, to the ocean's blue, and then swim with me all the way to Booty Bay.
That is a long swim.
There's something to do in it. It's hardcore.
I remember doing that swim when I was younger. I wanted to explore what was... I didn't even know what Stranglethorn was. I was in Westfall. I went down there. I got annihilated by some big scary
Crocs are
tigers.
really
and,
bad.
yeah,
In fact,
crocs.
the problem in the waters is the underwater... Are they Murlocs?
Oh,
or,
you might
Naga?
be right. Yeah, there's some shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right next to Booty Bay, there's a bunch of Naga. I used to farm them every Saturday morning. No idea why.
Funsies.
I just like doing that on a Saturday morning.
All along the way, I did as I had promised originally in message in /2. I regaled Gimpy with stories of woe, adventure, triumph, and victory. Stories of the majestic staff, the adventure, and the journey I'd undergone to obtain it. All the while, I kept role-playing. Gimpy found it quite amusing as I spoke in this professional business manner.
You RP folk are wacky.
And I was quite happy to do so as well. There were many monsters along the path in Westfall. The next one, deadlier than the other. Gimpy, however, He's a seasoned, salty adventurer, weary from wounds, but strong as iron. He wouldn't let such simple and weak foes best him. He swung his hammer, smiting any foe that dared step foot in our generous proximity.
Okay.
All to protect me.
Doing a good job.
Gimpy's there. Hero.
Gimpy's
He's going to abandon
MVP.
the fuck out of him
Yeah,
somewhere.
for sure.
I guarantee this guy turns around and the Hearthstone is half casted. Peace.
See ya.
I barely swam here and I was sweating bullets. Because eventually we stood at the beach, gazing at the vast open sea, bracing ourselves for the arduous journey we had to undertake, waves crashing over our characters. I've barely swam here on any character, especially not a level 9 one. I knew there were dangers lurking beneath the water's surface. Elite murlocs, sharks. If even one of these mobs caught the scent of my fear, we could both perish as a result. Gimpy, though. Cool as a snowstorm in Alaska. On a cold winter's night. With the winds chill, biting anything it touches. In other words, he was over-leveled and didn't give a shit.
Mood.
He had the... That's gotta be you, Al.
True Sigma male grind set. He didn't give a fuck.
He gave the orders to put him on follow. No. Don't go AFK.
Uh-oh.
I beg of you, do not go AFK. And so I did. The swim took quite some time and we got to know each other a little closer. Shared story and tale and song of what we had accomplished in this game. I love the RPers when they write in. And the horrors we've endured and seen. I spoke ill of the trogs.
Sung tales of Hark the rogue.
Hark the adventurer who had stood by my side as we had fought tooth and nail against the trogs of the cave. Gimpy started sharing stories with full roleplay description and everything. He got bored. Go, Gimpy. How he almost succumbed to the trolls southeast of Arathi Highlands. As well as all WoW Classic hardcore players know, caves are notorious for being a death sentence, aren't they, Mike? Fuck you. But Gimpy would not let such trivial warnings of danger stop him from achieving his goals. The trolls inside the cave, however, had other plans for him.
Oh.
Gimpy told how he needed to use every single CD he had available, lay on hands, divine shield, bop, even potions to escape their hellish grasp.
Hellish grasp.
With a sliver of life left beating in his cold heart. His story captivated me, to say the least, and was so entertaining. It made me reconsider our previous agreed-upon escort contract. I told him, Gimpy, hero of the Alliance, I will reward you for his time, and stories with gold from the true patron who had initially sought the staff. My Mount Bancolt. He was a little bit flattered by the nice gesture and disclosed some of his darker inner thoughts.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, no. He said, in all honesty, he was having intrusive thoughts about drowning my little character. I'll be honest, I brought you here to kill you. At least he's managed to convince him to maybe change his mind.
Yeah.
But there's only one reason I'm here, and it's to fucking kill you.
Ah.
I was on follow after all. And if I were to go AFK, he could just swim a little deeper and let time do its work as time wants to do. Alas, he decided against his murderous thoughts. As our feet met solid surface once more, I felt relief shower over my character. I was safe. I could now post the staff on Booty Bay Auction House and purchase it with my main. I thanked Gimpy, Ranger, Warrior, Paladin of the Alliance, for our journey together. I promised I would send him his gold after I had purchased my own item. Oh, he's going to buy it on his alt. Fucking is, isn't he?
I think
This motherfucker is going to log out first and buy it on his alt.
Oh, well, the thing is, you could just buy it.
Yeah, but it's not as funny.
Man,
It's not memes if you do it that way.
No. Oh, dear.
I put the item up and logged onto my main. Searched for the item and tried to purchase it. Apparently one cannot buy an item they themselves have posted.
Oh, really?
I did. Is that a change in Classic?
That is an...
Did they change that? I totally did that.
That rings some sort of bell.
Did they change that at some point? I've totally sent stuff to myself to... or did I?
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I have encountered this before. I think I had to get some... And I remember being... Oh my God, this is like coming back from some deep, dark recess. I remember putting something on Booty Bay, not being able to buy it, couldn't get it back, and I had to get a friend, and I was panicking because it was...
Oh, you were like quickly go buy it.
I was like, dude, you need to get here right now to buy this fucking thing because I can't get it.
I asked, me and my friends would used to, if we were doing something from Horde to Alliance, we would be at the same place at the same time, and I'd post it, because logging out and in would take ages, right?
Yeah.
So I would post it and they'd buy it, or the vice versa, so...
I kind of remember that happening.
Oh, man.
Shit. I grew anxious, friends.
Yeah?
The wind took seed and storm began to bellow. I love this guy. I couldn't fully uphold my end of the bargain. I felt a knot building in my stomach. I would have to try and explain to Gimpy the problem I was faced with. Fortunately for me, my brawn and muscular-filled bodyguard had quite some brains too. He told me, just give me the staff. He would post it for me, and then I could buy it. This way, he would just get the gold directly, and it would be a win-win for us both. Smart.
That
works.
works.
That totally works.
That does work.
I admit to you, friends and audience, I was scared. Scared that he would either keep his coveted level 5 white staff for himself, or that he would put it up for an absurd price. Could have done that too.
Yeah.
After all, and to be fair though, your punishment would be to go back to the level 5 cave. Like, fine.
They've done a lot of swimming.
The swimming is the more annoying part, I think. After all, Gimpy had been thinking about murdering my poor little dwarf for quite some time.
Aw.
But what choice do I have, my friends? I decided that trust exists even in hardcore. Gimpy did not try to drown me. Gimpy did escort me this entire way from the bridge to Westfall to the very auctioneers themselves in Booty Bay. And he was a paladin. So I put my faith in his light.
Oh, I don't like that.
I opened the trade window and gave him the priceless artifact. I love this. This is so good. Oh. Now, Mike, there is a reason I have submitted this story to Drama Time. But it is not because he stole the staff, because he did not. I just thought this adventure was badass. It is. It totally is. Gimpy posted the staff to the auction house for the agreed upon amount.
Oh, wow.
I bought it on my main, and both adventurers felt happy. I went back onto my dwarf to properly thank him for all he had done for me and how much it meant to me. I asked if he was happy with the gold he had earned for his quest I had given him. His reply will forever stay with me, Mike.
The gold is a nice bonus, but the adventure with you was truly fantastic. One can only find players like you on Classic nowadays.
Oh. And then he sucked his own dick.
Oh, no.
I was deeply touched by Gimpy's words. It made everything feel so much more special and worth it. I did not regret a single second of this journey, even though I could have just gone to the Discord and asked someone to buy it for me. And due to the epicness of this tale, at least in my own mind, I asked him if he knew of your channel if he watches Drama Time. He says no. But he was looking for something new since he hated all that YouTube had been recommending him, such as Asmon Gold Shots. He said he will give it a look. And Gimpy, if you, brother, are listening to this tale again, I thank you. It meant a lot to me, genuinely. The memories will last a lifetime. Thank you all for listening to my story and all I went through. Only to bling out a bank halt on WoW Classic Hardcore.
I kind of forgot that's what this whole thing was for.
You go to some journeys some weeks.
This is a good journey.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And I may see you again. Round of applause. And that does bring us to the end of Drama Time for today, my friends.
Thanks for having us on. That was fun.
Thank you, Alex, for being here. And if this goes another week, it'll happen again. What's unlikely?
Yeah, boss is probably dead now.
Unlikely. I checked this out on Wowhead. It was the staff they used in the South Park episode. Oh, okay. I have seen it, indeed. That brings to the end of the stream today. I know it's only 2:15, but I'm going to be on the couch with somebody
Think you're with Jesse.
Me and Jeeth on the couch together.
I might harass you from the production room.
Oh, you pressing buttons?
I might do.
Indeed.
I can talk in your ears and stuff.
I'll be there in about an hour and 45 minutes, guys. I'm going to go and have a shower because we've been sat in this hot room.
It's boiling.
It's boiling hot, yes. And also Roger Brown keeps shouting at me. So I'll be back then. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm lying. We're streaming again later
tonight.
Yeah, we're streaming. We'll be back live around 8 p.m. Something like that. We'll be live again. It'll be me, Alex, Jordan, and Daisy. We'll be gaming together. All right.
Yeah, lethal company.
So we'll see you in a few hours. I'll be live with you in one farm in like less than 2 hours. So I'll see you then. All right. See you in a bit, guys. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
We got a proper outro, Alex.
Oh.